Good morning, Vietnam!
What's happening, guys? Happy Friday. It's time for the feeding frenzy. It's the boys in the tank. Going down on me. I'm frozen. TJ, what's good? Brandon, what's happening?
What's happening?
Who's this guy to my right? Maybe your left. It's the Bear fan Phil, the other half of the Ramos brothers. Phil Ramos joining the show tonight. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Kentucky Derby edition of.
So, is this a double tinfoil brotherhood right here?
No,
he
he
wear
doesn't go hard in the paint with tinfoil hat.
Then I don't want it. I don't want it. I want him with a tinfoil.
Yeah, I'm way more in touch with reality over here.
Oh, sure.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean they're not after me. Okay, guys? And you'll
Very
see.
true.
All right?
Very true.
See. Chemtrails are real. They just announced that. I've been telling you guys for years. UFOs are real. We've been telling you guys for years.
Now, we've all known that. We've all known that.
Just because I entertain the conspiracies doesn't mean I believe them. But yeah, he's not as tinfoil hatty as me, but he is a pretty diehard Bear fan.
Okay.
White Sox fan. Still a White Sox fan?
Yeah.
Still a White Sox fan.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
guy.
Well, I can't really say I'm sorry because we suck this year.
Well,
yeah, you do. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Being top of the freaking MLB world to like, all right, now we can't even scrape bubble gum.
Y'all are old.
Of a seat.
Y'all are old.
Wow.
You're old. All right. Y'all have had your time. You've had your time. Just
how bad is it though? How bad is it? Can you guys fix it? Are you guys gonna make the wild card?
I have a feeling we'll make the wild card. I think what it is a lot of times too is there are a lot of guys that were on IL and they were in AAA stuff like that. We had guys who were coming back from injury, but they weren't fully back. Like they brought him in at like 75%, not even thinking, all right, cool, these guys are good to go. And by the time we finally got in, finally got everybody in, we just started looking like a shit show. I mean, like we just sent down Abreu, our first baseman, to what they call
MVP winner. An MVP winner got sent down.
And he wasn't even single A. They put him down in like what they call chump league,
rookie ball,
where you're literally learning. Yeah, rookie ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like that was ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, do I think we could fix it? 100%. I think we'll fix it. We are tied with the Angels at 11-20. Boom.
It's not like you guys aren't hitting the ball either, though. That's like, it's really just pitching for you guys. I mean, really. I mean, you guys are number one in hits. You're, third.
We're number one in non-strikeouts. Yeah.
Like, you lead the league in team average and batting average. So it's just really pitching for you guys.
See, but I'm happy, though, because we're better than the White Sox. So I can hold that over you at least.
I think there's a lot of teams that are better than them right now. I mean, the Marlins may be tied. Marlins may be tied with them, and the Rockies. They're pretty horrible.
Hold on, I just looked at it. So the White Sox are 6-25, the Marlins are 9-24, and the Rockies are 7-24.
Yeah, so it's all right. Y'all hang out together.
But what's the run differential? Like, who's got the worst run differential? That's always my barometer of like a terrible team and a good team.
The Marlins and the Rockies are
horrible. No, the White Sox at 84.
Yeah, they've been shut out 8 times this year, I think.
Yeah, so, they're at 84. The best right now are the Dodgers and the Braves. Along with Kansas City. Ooh, Kansas City. That's a shocker.
Yeah, KC's been raking this year.
Yeah, KC's been pretty good. I'll tell you another team that really impressed me. I guess we can kind of get into baseball as our first topic, and then we'll go to everything else. The Athletics. The Athletics actually beat the O's in a series. The first time the O's lost a series in like, I think they said like 100 and some odd game, like 100 and some odd series that they've had since pretty much Adley Rutschman's come up from Double A. The first time they've ever lost a series. So I was very shocked about that.
I think I saw a stat where the O's are like 70% win percentage since he's been called up.
Yep.
So good pick. Good pick.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That was solid. That was a good pick.
And they just had a good series win against New York too. That was a huge series win for them.
I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to say this: if anybody else says something, I don't care. First of all, Juan Soto is a bitch.
Oh, don't hate because that stare down was.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he pimped that so hard. Oh my goodness. Oh
It's
my
not
goodness.
the stare down.
He sent that ball and just said, really? Gone.
Did you hear what happened yesterday?
You're gonna throw that.
Did you hear what happened yesterday?
No.
He had a Baltimore City police officer ejected from the game because his badge had glare coming in the batter's eye.
It's a safety issue. It's a safety issue.
Move.
It's a safety
Tell him
issue.
to move. Don't kick him out.
Maybe he didn't want to leave.
I mean, I don't know if he really
I wouldn't either.
Bye-bye. See ya.
Was he working?
Yes.
Yeah, just tell him to move. I don't know if you have to.
Yeah,
exactly. But you kick him out of the game completely. So
I don't
Juan
know.
Soto, I hate Juan
Did he
Soto.
leave?
I've
Did he
never
leave?
liked Juan Soto. Yeah, he got kicked out.
He got kicked out. He's working.
Yes.
He's on post. He's patrolling the zone.
They replaced him with the state trooper.
Oh, well, that's weird. That's weird.
So, yeah.
Did you see your boy Jackson Holiday is raking it down there in the minors still?
He's
on the minors.
Listen. He's baseball's a weird game, man. Baseball's a weird game.
That's your career now. He's going to be stuck in the minors.
He'll be all right. He'll be all right. He'll come out.
Just like Abreu. Just like Abreu's going to get it figured out. He's going to get it figured out, and he'll be up in August, September.
He'll need him. They need him up there in the league, anyways. He's got to get reps in the league, but he's got to get on he's got to find a rhythm to go on when he's in the, when he's up in the big boys. So he's got to get up there. He's got to get reps. But yeah.
Well, so I'm actually very, very happy with how he took it, because he even said, he's like, dude, I wasn't ready. He's like, the ball was coming a lot faster than it was in AAA, even though like you're pretty much there on that level of everything's going to be consistent like it is up in the big show. But he said, I needed more time. I need more time to develop myself. He goes, these pitches were coming so fast that like I couldn't see it.
Dude, that's the difference from 98 to 103. I mean, these guys are.
100% though. But you got to, no offense, some of the series that he was playing with, he should have been able to get a hit. I mean, the O's themselves were literally beating the crap out of these pitchers, and Jackson Holiday should have at least got more than 2 hits. He had 19 strikeouts on 38 attempts.
Yeah, but it's his first time. You got to give the kid a break.
But still.
Gotta get a kid a break. He's not going to come out swinging and batting 400 like
he should.
It's
apparently he's all hype.
It's a different league than AAA. Like
it's different. It's
different.
He'll be back.
His defense was fine too, so it's not like he couldn't play. It's not like he couldn't play. It's a different ball game. The pitches come in different. You're seeing way more things. Guys have they're watching stats on you. They're watching film. They know what you like to do, your tendencies. So it's a whole different game. But he'll get in a rhythm down in AAA. Don't bring him back up, and he's just got to find a rhythm. That's all it is.
He's already in a rhythm. I mean, they're already projecting him to come back in like the second week of June. Yeah, and I still think that's too fast. I think he should come back in at least July.
Yeah.
You want him up there as quick as you can so he can learn while he's up there and get those reps.
The dog days of summer are coming. He'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Yeah. You know where it's not fine? It's not fine in LA. And LeBron had a coach fired. Has Jordan ever had a coach fired?
Nope.
No, right? No. Did Doug Collins get fired because of Jordan or because Phil Jackson was there? What happened there? Because he's still cool with Doug Collins.
Yeah, Doug Collins got fired because Phil Jackson was coming in and the ownership wanted him out. He wasn't going to let go of the reins in Chicago. And Phil Jackson was like, dude, I will make this the best team that you'll ever have. They had an argument and he's like, no, you're out. Like Phil Jackson is going to be the guy.
So yeah, so they blame Krause for that. That's why they boo his widow at memorial things. So does LeBron stay in LA and continue to build a team and draft his son and create a circus, or is he on the move and going to play in New York or?
I mean, he's got to get.
Miami.
He can't do it with these guys anymore. Like he's going to need a lot of help. I mean, you can try to go out and get KD.
Why? KD's garbage and old.
What are you talking about? He had one of his best years.
What? No, he's old.
Yes, he did. He had one of his best years. He averaged more points than he did. Than
That's
he has
all
in
he
his
wants.
career.
He just wants the ball, and then he doesn't do anything else. Like no, he's washed up.
So
he had a complete meltdown in clutch. At clutch time, he melts down. He doesn't want the ball in his hand. He wants to pass it off. He had, I think, like 3 turnovers in that game, in that the game that they lost
in like 30 seconds. They blew the lead.
Yeah, he passes it, not looking where he's going. Ill-advised pass. It gets intercepted by Gobert or somebody. He just doesn't want. He doesn't have the killer instinct. I feel like. So
no, I definitely agree with that because being a Longhorns fan, I love KD. Yeah, put that on the tracker. Let's do it.
Put that on the ticker. Let me get that going for you. Go on, finish your thought.
Number one, I think he's an amazing. I always will root for him no matter what, but I feel like he's kind of lost his edge. I mean, when he was in like Seattle, he was starting to come up a little bit. When he went to OKC, that's where he was really starting to open up. He was starting to find his rhythm. He was doing things great. I honestly think put him back home. Bring him to go to Houston, go to Dallas, where he's from. I think he needs to come back home, dude.
Come on, you're a millionaire player. You play half your games on the road. That's
what's in Houston. If you're Kevin Durant and you're looking for a ring, you don't need to prove anything at this point. You're just looking for a ring. So where's your best option? Ring. You're probably going to OKC. Like if I'm going back to OKC because they look like they have a young and up and coming squad. And if I'm KD looking for another ring, OKC is on my radar. Or
if I'm KD looking for a ring, I'm going back east, and because the East is wide open for somebody to take control, and all you have to worry about is Boston. And it looks like the Bucks have to reset or figure something out. They're struggling. Miami can't stay healthy, and they got problems in their locker room. Who else is
the Knicks? The Knicks look good. What they did to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I mean, and Philly. A lot of Philly fans are like, I don't know. I think this has been the best series because there's so much trash talk between like famous people with this series, and then you got all the players that are talking just mad shit to each other. I think this is the best series that I've watched. Now I did laugh when the Lakers lost and LeBron looked like a crying kid on the floor. That was great.
I love that.
So I mean, they had no chance whatsoever. They had no chance against Denver. No chance. I think the only team that's going to stop Denver is Minnesota. I think they're the only team that could truly stop Denver. And if not, Denver's going to the finals again. They're just, that squad is something else.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
but to touch on your point, Marco, where do we think LeBron's going to go? Wherever his son goes, that's where he goes.
So he opts out and waits for his son to get signed somewhere. He's not going to get drafted. You don't think Bronny's not getting drafted, is he?
I think
Bronny James is 6 points per game.
Yeah, I mean second rounder, they'll take a flyer on him. I mean, someone's gonna, especially if it means, hey, if I draft him, I'm gonna get LeBron. I mean, is that illegal to is that like tampering to tell a team like, hey, if you draft my son, I'm also
and watch it be like some ridiculous team pick him up, like just
The Pacers.
watch it be either the Pacers or watch it be the Wizards.
yeah, the Wizards.
Yeah.
I mean, if the Wizards get Bronny and LeBron comes to DC for two things. One, the tickets are going to be stupidly expensive. Nobody's going to want to go watch a Wizards game. But, dude, I just can't. If the hype is that big about LeBron coming to DC, if that ever happens, I'm staying far away from DC, buying a jersey and burning it.
See, on the other hand, for me, if he does sign with the Bulls and the Bulls take a flyer on him, they get rid of Levine, I'm in the tank for LeBron, the Chicago Bull. I'll do that. I'll get on.
I don't think he leaves LA.
But yeah, the one thing is, well, I don't know. He may leave LA. I don't think so. Hypothetically, if he goes to Chicago, you know what number he wants, and he's not going to get it.
Well, yeah, they can't.
You can't.
23.
Yeah, he's not going to get that.
Retired.
He can go back to 8 or something. Yeah, pull a Kobe.
I got number 23 in my Filipino basketball league. I rejoined.
Did you? Oh, you're going back at it again.
I still got Marco's. I got Marco's Jordan jersey sitting right next to me. I still got to send that out.
Let's go. Bring
I
him
was
my way.
1,000. I was 100% shooting from the floor until about 2 minutes left. I took a desperation 3 and I missed. I airballed it.
The wheel's good. The knee's good.
Yeah, the knee's all right.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Damn, does this mean we need to go to a game so every time he misses, we go airball, airball?
I didn't know you were playing in the Filipino league again.
I went back.
All right.
Back. Yeah.
Are you one of the
They
tallest
needed-
guys there?
Well, I'm 5'9", and I was
damn.
recruited by like the MVP of the league, and he said they needed size. They needed another
Need a
you
big
know,
man.
They
Big
needed
man.
another,
Yeah.
like center.
Can I get
Oh, yeah.
so can I be like super tan, kind of shave my beard off a little bit and come play with you? Because I'm 6'3".
How did you
That'd
prove
be
you were
nice.
Filipino?
That'd be nice. I showed him my calves.
Okay, that's that works. Yeah.
They
that
said,
works.
"You're Filipino? You're not Filipino. Hey,
Look
I
at
said,
those
"Bro,
calves.
look at these calves."
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Damn, I'd be like walking over everybody, and I'm just like, man, I feel like I'm playing in like little league, squirt league.
Oh my goodness!
Well, we got a guy that's like probably about 6'3", the one guy. So I'm more of the power forward. But it's fun. It's good.
It sounds like a good time.
It's a hell of a workout to play full court basketball.
Oh yeah, well, dude, coming from playing arena football, dude, it sucks.
No. Yep.
So can I actually touch on that real quick, Marco? I don't know if you follow this, and I put it on my X. So the AFL finally came back after like an 8-9 year hiatus.
Okay.
The AFL is the top notch, like that is the arena football that you want to play. These guys are getting paid good money. Now I'm not saying good money, but this is like where Kurt Warner played, some of the bigger names that you'll hear, like, hey, he played arena football. Terrell Owens played here, like all these great names. The first week into week 2, they've had 4 teams fold financially because one, the AFL has not paid them yet.
Well,
There was a uniform dispute. So there was a team who was in the developmental league, technically in my league, who played a pro team that got just obliterated. And that team folded from our league, which was hilarious to listen to, first of all. Like all these arenas were set up for them to play, and they were just garbage arenas. So now the AFL is under fire because they're like, oh yeah, we're ready, we're here to play. They had a contract with NFL Network. NFL Network played 5 minutes of their game and cut it because it was so bad. Like there were no fans in the stands, anything. So there's like this massive drama over the Arena Football League. But then you look down at like the notable, the IFLs, the AIFs, the AALs, NAL, all that stuff. All these arena leagues are killing it right now. I mean, like in our league, we have a team that should be a pro team, and well, they are a pro team, but they're little bitches and they want to stay in a developmental league and just beat the shit out of people and be like, "Hey, we're better than you." Well, whatever.
Pop Warner.
Just literally Pop Warner style. Like, I mean, we went to go watch them on last Saturday. They came here to Maryland to play the other team, and we went to go watch them. It's literally a pro team. I mean, like the coach was like bragging about, oh, we took a bus down here. Oh, we have a pro arena style field. You know, this is what happens when we have money and you don't. And we're all looking at him like, you shouldn't be in the fucking league if you're going to do this. Like, this is ridiculous.
That's one of the things that The Rock did well, because he learned from their mistakes of the XFL and the arena leagues that folded, and he has ownership stake every single team in the USFL. He's owner, part owner, majority owner. I don't know exactly how much it is, but he's going to try and do his hardest to make sure that it doesn't fold.
Well, so like the Philly Soul used to be owned by John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi,
right? John Bon Jovi sold the Philly Soul because they sucked that bad, and he sold it for an owner. Dude, he sold that thing for a measly $650,000.
Oof.
That's and the Philly Soul are known for winning championships. That was a kick in the nuts, dude.
Wow.
Speaking of football,
Uh-oh.
about them Bears.
The Bears.
Hey, hold on. Bring your fingertips back. Do you have your fingernails painted too?
No. Got good nails.
Damn.
Take a lot of vitamins.
It's going to be all the rage. It's going to be all the rage. Everybody's going to be painting their nails in Chicago. All the guys are going to be, they're going to be painting their nails with zesty with Caleb.
Yeah.
But dude, it's so funny because right, so here in Chicago, they've been talking about it since they got the Carolina #1 pick, and for the first 2 months, it was the Fields Caleb debate, and a lot of talking heads, a lot of national people were on the Fields train, and then as soon as they traded Fields, you could see and you could hear like everybody was going to toe the company line and everybody was going to get in the tank for Caleb Williams, and now that they drafted him, oh, it's the best move. Oh, the Bears are the best. They had the best offseason. They have the best draft. They're going to make the North is theirs. It's so crazy how they switched over so fast. Let's bring in our boy Robert. You ready, buddy? You good? Nope, you're still muted. But yeah. So how are you guys seeing the draft results? I mean, so I was listening to Greeny for a little bit, and everybody else that was kind of flip flopping. Colin Cowpoke, all those guys that are eating their words and backtracking on things that they said, like it's on tape, like we can't go back and say you're full of shit. You said this was going to be the worst move. You guys getting that same vibe out there or no?
Yep. Nah. So I mean, for here in Baltimore, a lot of the Baltimore sports writers were actually applauding Chicago because they got Caleb Williams. Everybody knew that was going to happen. Immediately they were like, yeah, Caleb Williams is going to Chicago, this, that, whatever. But then they go back and they pick up a Dunze, which is another solid pickup to have him on there. So, that's cool. Like I honestly applaud it. I think that's a great pickup. Those two together with, DJ Moore, and I forgot who else they have in that backfield. But I feel like this is going to be a
Philly.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah. Keenan Allen,
Swift. This is going to be a solid offense. This is the only thing I don't like about it is that offensive line is terrible. You're bringing a quarterback who has feelings, who's going to cry to his mom when he gets just blindsided. I don't want to see that.
He's going to scramble out, and the throws that he makes. I mean, he was emotional in terms of the game that he was playing, and after he lost the game, he went and he cried to his mom. But he's got feelings. He's got feelings, and you know what?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. That's
what you want out of your player, though. You want somebody that cares, like because he realizes that he's not playing. You're never going to play college football again. Like, of course, that's going to hit the kid, especially when you're going to go #1. Like, I don't know. I don't understand what people are making a big deal about him crying to his mother. Like, you've never cried before to your mother playing a sport. Like,
no.
get the fuck out of here. That's not. You're just a hater of Caleb Williams. It's okay.
Never.
It's okay. You guys.
Yes, I am a Caleb. Okay,
you got the running back of the future over on your side. Just remember that.
Yeah, we do. He looks great.
Oh yeah, he's real. Yeah. He's a real stud, Zeke.
Yeah, because you guys couldn't do anything with him in New England, dude. Y'all couldn't put him in an offense to actually make him solidified great running back.
You're behind a 1,000-yard rusher. How many touches do you think you're gonna get? Not very much, there, bud.
But you couldn't do anything with him.
If you're not producing, you're not gonna sit. You're not gonna play. That's how the business goes.
Where's the offensive line? You guys.
And again, when you're behind a 1,000-yard rusher, you're not taking many snaps. You're gonna take some here and there because he's not gonna be going. He's not Adrian Peterson and gonna run for over 100 yards for 8 straight games or however many it was. Like that's no. Like you're gonna have off days, so you're gonna be playing here and there, but you're not going to be the same when you're not getting the first man carries. Not happening.
You're going to bite the nose, dude. He's going to come back. I guarantee you he comes back to Dallas better than ever. Because New England didn't know how to use him. Yes, you guys have a 1,000-yard rusher, but what else did you provide to this man?
What else?
Nothing. I can't believe Zeke went back after that last play against the Niners where he.
You're going back to a team where your final play was the most embarrassing play of your career.
He's got a legacy to back up.
Good job. To a coach that's going to run the ball more, right? You're going to run the ball more with Zeke Elliott, just like you ran the ball more last year when you didn't have Kellen Moore as your offensive coordinator. Okay.
Dude, I wouldn't even run it with Tony Pollard or Dowd or
we
whatever the hell
never
his name
got
was.
rid of Tony Pollard.
We should have, because the dude's scared.
You should have got rid of Pollard instead of Zeke is what you should have done, but oh well.
Yes.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, you know what else it is, guys? It is time. I gotta run. It's time for Phil to leave. See you later, brother.
Thank God. Tell him to go. Tell him to go paint his nails.
Yeah, go paint your nails. All right, guys. Do you guys actually put much money on the ponies? Do you guys use the app? Do you guys go off track betting?
$40 so far. $40 so far. I've gotten this.
$40. I'm looking to go find the spot. I usually like to buy a couple tickets. We're kind of busy tomorrow, but I'm going to put some money down. But who do you guys like? Do you guys know the field? Do you guys want to see what they have going and what the field is? I'll present this.
No, I don't.
I've got my two already. I think Brandon and I were both on the same page with the one Catching Freedom. That I love that horse. I love the name. I'm of course going to go with that. But the other horse that I have is Just a Touch. Just because of the name, dude. Like you have to have that one. Like, okay, this is a stupid name. I got to root for him, dude. Just a Touch. Hell yeah.
What? Let me. Okay, it won't let me. So our biggest. Oh, we're losing it. We lost it. Our biggest favorite is Fearless. Fierceness. Fierceness is the morning favorite.
Yeah.
Brandon, I will bring the challenge back up to you.
Oh boy.
For $10, if you like the favorite, you said you wanted to take the favorite. $10 straight up, no odds. I'll take the field. You take the favorite, or do you want some odds, or how do you want to go about that? Or
however you want, man. However you want. However you want. I'll take the number one. I'll take the number one.
You'll take the number one?
Yep, I'll take the number one.
All right.
Are we
the field?
All right.
I'll take the field. You know, the morning favorite has not won since 2018. I don't know if you guys are up to speed on Derby favorites and how the winner isn't really the winner.
That was what.
So I've actually been
home, right?
Yeah. So I've actually been following this one a little bit more because not only is the Kentucky Derby tomorrow, but it's also May the 4th be with you. So I was waiting for some Jedi names, some like Star Wars, whatever. I like this. I'm excited for this one tomorrow, and I hope that my money goes very well and I win some good money.
The longest shot, I saw something where Mugatu, but I think he either got scratched or maybe I got had, but there was an 87-1 odds. But
yeah, he got scratched. He wasn't able to make it in.
Oh, bummer for him.
Wasn't there one last year that was like 50-1 or something like that?
He's still showing
caught for treating.
He's still showing on the who else got scratched? They're not showing he's still showing in the 22 post at an 87-1.
Yeah,
but
he's not in the
yeah, he's not in the main.
No.
Like I'm looking at the main, he's not even in there. It says scratched.
Okay. All right. Well, so who's the next highest right now? Because I think it's Society Man.
Three-way
I think
tie.
there's a couple at 50-1.
Yeah, it's West Saratoga, Society Man, Grand Mo the first. Those are the three that are 50-1.
Okay.
Who won it all? Who won it last year? I don't think the horse from last year's in there, is he?
No, usually
no,
they
you
only run
can't.
1 year.
Yeah,
but he got banned for life, anyways. The horse and the trainer did because they got caught cheating.
Yeah. So yeah, so I like Sierra Leone, who's kind of a favorite, I think, right? They got good odds.
Yeah, they got fairly good odds.
They got fairly good odds, and then I'm gonna run the 10-20 posts. So who's that? Who's out of the 10 post and who's out of the 20 post? Let's see.
Forever Young, just a toucher in the 10. And Door Notch, Anna Marie, Just Steel, Track Phantom, Stronghold, Resilience, Mystic Dan are your 20s.
Well, there's only one stall.
10 and 20, he's saying.
10 and 20. So
yeah, what's stalls?
I hit the wrong button. So 10 is TO Password and 20 is Society Man. No, I think so. Yeah. So the stall is like
you're right.
Right, the post position that you're in. So like they say it's random. I don't know if it is. But yeah. So the 10 horse is TO Password. The 20 horse who's a 30-1 long shot. That's a long shot. And then 20 is Society Man, a 50-1. So if that does pull through, my $2 bet's going to bring me a couple bucks.
Yeah,
couple bucks. And then I'll run a Sierra Leone bet where I'll probably box her with some of the other ones. Forever Young is a Japanese race horse, isn't it?
yeah.
Yes.
He just won the Saudi Arabian race.
Ooh.
He came back too. He came back too. He was hauling.
We were watching it on YouTube the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
the old Secretariat.
there were two horses that are in the Kentucky Derby that were here at Laurel, and they were interviewing some of the people that were at Laurel race, and they were just like, "Oh man, these horses that are going to Kentucky, they're just majestic, they're gorgeous." And the one guy, you could tell he had no reason being at a horse race. The dude was just a complete redneck drunk. He's like, "Yeah, man, them horses went so fast, I didn't even know who won. By the time I went to get my money, I looked at it, and he goes, 'Who the hell is this?' And just kept looking at like who he put his bet on. He was like some weird name, and he was like, 'Well, now I found out he's in the Kentucky Derby.'" All right, cool.
That's cool. Do you guys just tune in and watch? You guys go to parties? You guys go to off tracks? How do you guys enjoy?
There's 7 hours of coverage. Like you can't throw a party for 7 hours. I mean,
We don't have to start it
That's a lot of
a.m.
drinking. That's a lot of drinking if we're doing that long of a party. But like 7 hours long for coverage. The horses are not. I'm sorry, they're not worth 7 hours to talk about. I mean, because they've been just repeat the same stories. They go back to the same horses. Like you could cut that down to probably like 3 hours of coverage. That'd be fine. But no, you got to waste 7 hours of people's boring time to just sit around and wait.
They are also running all day, racing all day. Just
there's more
than one race.
Yeah,
I understand
it's like
that, but No, 7 hours of coverage. That's a long fucking time. We can cut
Okay, but
that
you also
down.
think,
We can cut that
like,
down a little bit.
Brandon, you've been here in Maryland. So when it comes to Preakness is about 8 hours because you have the Preakness party. Everybody's getting lit, and everybody wants to go see the horses. And by the time it's racing time, we're 7 sheets through the wall, and we don't know what horse to root for. I'm going to root for the pretty pony that's got stripes on its butt. That's what it is.
Like
But Kentucky Derby, I feel like
the race lasts like what?
The fastest 2 minutes in sports.
Right.
Yep, 2
So
minutes.
you got 7 hours of coverage for a 2-minute race.
Hell yeah, because that 2
Man.
minutes, that 2 minutes can make you a millionaire.
3 million to the winner. 3 million to the winner. So yeah, it should be cool. Maybe we'll do we'll tune in and we'll get some info. See if we win any money.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. Cool. Hockey playoff time, guys. What's going on with your boys?
Bruins are gonna choke this.
No,
They
don't even get me
lose
started.
Toronto.
That it's hard. I don't want to. I don't. I'm not. Nope. I refuse to step over that line and come to that side of the aisle.
So
It's not going to happen 2 years in a row. But I will say this is frustrating as all hell to watch. 3 shots in 2 games in the first period is fucking atrocious. Atrocious.
Are they going to come out? I mean, you guys, the house is going to be jam packed. You guys are going to be fired up for Game 7.
Loud.
It's going to be loud, so you got to get out early.
Yeah. You have to. You have to score early.
Whoever
You
scores
have to
first
score.
is going to win the game.
Yeah, I'm on with that too. You have to come out and score early and get Toronto on their heels, get the crowd involved, make that place just absolutely unbearable for Toronto. And I really hope they pull it together and just start shooting the puck more. I don't understand why we're trying to wait for everything to open up. It's playoffs. Shoot the puck. Not every shot's going to be perfect in the playoffs. Just put it on net, especially when you have a goaltender that hasn't played all playoffs. Yeah, he may have played at the end of the season, but he hasn't played all playoffs. So he comes in for Game 5, and you don't even test him at all. You don't even throw a puck his way at all until late into the game. That's unacceptable, and especially from our top line. And it really goes down to everything, and you can't blame it on the goaltending because Swayman's been the best goaltender in these playoffs. Throughout the whole playoffs, East and West, he's the best goaltender. So you can't blame it on him. He's the reason why the game wasn't like 4-0 last night. So I have belief in them that they're not going to do this 2 years in a row. They cannot do this to us. They cannot do it to us.
I love getting you fired up. That's great. That's great.
My team loves to get me fired up. That's why us New Englanders are so angry when we could talk about this, because our team does the dumbest shit. Like, they're just known. Like, the Bruins back in the day were known for blowing games. They'll be just there to like tie a game or go ahead, and they'll be like, oh hey, by the way, too many men at like the worst time in the game, and there you go, now you're gonna blow the game. Like, that's what we're used to, and now it's just after last year they can't do that to us again. They can't. I'd like to see 2 championships this year.
What's up?
You staying up late tonight for the Las Vegas Knights game? Watch Dallas.
I might.
Bounce them.
I might. Honestly, I might.
Starts like 10 o'clock, doesn't it?
That's such a good series.
Yeah,
that is.
These whole playoffs have been so good.
So, T-Mobile, if you guys have T-Mobile as a carrier, just gave everybody MLB TV for free.
They did that last year too.
Yeah, so I'm going to be up watching the Seattle game. It's Seattle versus Houston. I will also probably be putting on the Rangers game because the Rangers lost 2 straight to the Nationals, who were just garbage. And then I may as well watch the O's game. The O's are up in Cincinnati right now. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm probably going to go back and forth between the games and watch it. But no, I definitely want to see how Dallas. Dude, if Dallas knocks off the defending champions, I would be so happy.
I think they're gonna. Dallas has been one of the best teams in the league, and they have been gone under the radar almost, which is weird because usually when you're a top team in the NHL, you get talked about, but Dallas has been kind of flying underneath the radar.
Low, yeah.
And I think after that first game, or really after the second game, they kind of woke them up like, hey, we need to get back on our hind horse here. So I think Dallas is going to win.
Yeah, I agree.
He doesn't have the private chat. These guys have the private chat up to you. You didn't see what I said.
I think B does.
That was great. I see it.
Oh Lord! All right, cool. Yep.
Anyway,
That's funny.
cool guys. Well, much is the case in spring and early summer. Not much going on. What else you guys got cooking? We got something going on. Did you guys hear the diss track? I didn't hear the one this morning, but the one that dropped on Tuesday that Kendrick Lamar put on Drake. Are you guys into the rap game?
I
No way.
haven't kept up with that.
No,
It's just it's almost like not even a roulette, but like playing a game. Like, okay, who's next?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
who's next?
You gotta keep
coming
it
up now.
relevant.
We gotta stay relevant somehow. Come on, nobody's
Gotta
talked
stay
about us yet.
It's like back in the day, like when we were in high school, you would listen to like certain rappers, and then you're like, oh, like you would hear a lyric, and it would talk about somebody like, oh, that's a diss, and then they would make like this shitty diss track, and you're just like, that's why you got dissed. You're just terrible. Nowadays, it's almost like Brandon said, they're waiting for them to get dissed, and then like, oh, my turn to go back. I'm gonna go diss you, and it's gonna suck even more. Like,
And people are getting so
can't.
mad because they're not going like out for blood, like
They
they
want
were
somebody-
used to in the '90s. Like real battle rapping. Like the people are so mad that they're not doing that, and it's like it's a different time, man.
I mean, rappers are still shooting rappers. It's still happening, but not the famous ones. They know it's a scam.
I will say this, fellas, it's May. You know what's coming out in May?
NCAA.
The new trailer comes out on the 16th.
Ooh, actual gameplay. Actual
the
game.
amount,
Actual gameplay.
the amount of stuff that is in this game. Just listening to Kurt Herbstreit and
Oh, dude, it's going to be ridiculous.
What's his face? Go over just to hear they've gone 2 years of doing this, like doing commentary, like is absolutely crazy. And like different game, depending on the games that are being played and the time, you're gonna get different announcers during that. The amount of stuff that is going to be in this video game, I cannot wait for this game trailer, because if this is true, this is going to be one of the best football games since Madden 2004.
Yeah.
Did you hear the cover athlete?
They're athletes, from what I hear.
Yes.
Yeah, there's not even an athlete.
So on every game system, depending on which version of the game you buy, it's going to be a different athlete. So PS5 is going to have different athletes. Xbox Series X is going to have different athletes. When you go to like Steam and all that stuff, buying it online, you'll get the cover, but it's not going to be. I want a hard cover of this game. I'm going to go buy the game, but I'm probably also going to buy it on the console itself, just because it's easier. I have a massive feeling, because they said there's going to be somebody, and they haven't said which console is going to be, but it's going to be a surprise to people. Like, where did it come from?
Reggie Bush.
Everybody's. I don't think it's going to be Reggie Bush, but they have named like the three quarterbacks they could see being on the covers, and they said two maybe solidified. They're not giving out the complete answers. Shedeur Sanders and Quinn Ewers. Those are the two quarterbacks right there. Travis Hunter. There was one other dude from Edwards. Edwards from Michigan was in there, and then there were like two defensive players that could possibly be in there.
Do they get more money out of it for being on the cover?
$50.
So.
Yeah, right. I don't think so either, right?
I think they should go, like, if you're bringing it back, you should bring some OGs back on the cover. Some like Cam Newton or Mark Ingram or Lamar Jackson, like some of the or Joe Burrow, like just bring back some older players on this cover if you're bringing this game back. Do it right.
I wonder what they're going to do with and how it works out if they're going to have that the ultimate team things that have really taken off in the last 10 years.
It's on
there. It's in there. The playoffs. The playoffs are in there. NIL is in there.
I can get can I do the Tim Tebow and maybe not.
Yeah, I think they should do the greatest teams like they do in NBA.
That would be
the greatest 5 or greatest.
I think we were asking for that anyways back in 14. I believe we were asking for
14. We were asking for the best teams out of the universities. But this is what they've been saying is that's come up a lot. Let's have the greatest teams that have played through the university. That came up a lot, and they said right now the game that's coming out is going to be a test run for the next few years. So we'll keep getting it, just like Madden. How we'll get a brand new Madden every year. We're going to get a brand new NCAA, but this year we're not going to get head coaches. The head coaches that we're used to, name wise, they're not going to be in the game.
They're irrelevant.
And so we'll have the teams, but when it comes to the teams, we'll have the players who have opted in. There will be some teams that do not have their players, i.e., military academies, Army, Navy, Air Force will not have their players on there because of government issues, but everybody else will be on there. Next year, they're going to bring in the coaches. They said in 2026, they're going to start bringing in, more and more details for this.
Cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, this game's gonna be lit. I cannot wait.
All right, guys. Well, I got to run. Again, dog days of summer, so we're less than an hour in. But you guys want to close out without me, or you guys want to wrap it up? We're only 47 minutes in. You tell me.
I mean, I was going to go watch something. I was probably going to go watch some TV or play some Xbox.
All right, fellas. I got to run. You guys can keep it up. I'll connect with you guys. Maybe we'll do a quick live of the Derby wherever we're watching it and see who wins $50 and who loses $10, Brandon.
I'm winning.
All right, guys. I'm out. Are we closing out the show? Is that it? Are we done? Are everybody leaving?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever you want. Sure.
All right. Well, that's.
I mean, if you leave, I can just. I have the ability.
Wow, that's all I heard was you like a machine gun.
Yeah, you glitched out.
Yeah, I did too.
AITJ glitched out. Abbreviated show. We stayed less than an hour. Not bad. It's okay. We'll be fine. Hopefully next week I fix the Facebook issue that they have, and everything will be back to normal, and everything will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, fellas. Well, have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys later on.
Later, man.